Прилетіло тільки що на оптоволокні.
Oh, you thought Russia's ground drones were for delivering snacks and bullets? Wrong. Their brilliant engineers dreamed them up to effortlessly cart off dozens of sacks stuffed with the shredded remains of Russian assault meat. The Russian army throws its soldiers into battle like cannon fodder, pushing them forward in wave after wave of senseless attacks. When these assaults fail, the battlefield is left littered with the bodies of fallen soldiers, abandoned, uncollected, forgotten. No one comes for them. Their commanders don't care. Their so-called comrades move on. The ground is covered in corpses, left to rot where they fell. And for the families back home, there is nothing. No official notice, no body, no funeral. Because if a soldier is declared missing in action instead of killed, the Russian government doesn't have to pay compensation. Mothers, wives, and children are left in limbo, denied even the blood money promised by the state. Their sons and husbands die nameless in foreign fields, their deaths erased to save the Kremlin's budget. This is the real cost of Russia's war. A slaughter with no dignity, no honor, and no end. A Ukrainian fighter filmed a Russian fiber-optic drone getting caught in anti-drone nets. Such drones can't be jammed by EW due to cable control, but the nets stopped it.
Прилетіло тільки що на оптоволокні. Зацепила за сітку нашу.
Ukrainian fighters showcased mobile air defense systems equipped with electronic sights, enhancing effectiveness against Shaheds, especially during night attacks.
Доброго вечора. Для чого це саме, зараз покажу вам. Давай. Ставиться такий прицел на установку, і цей прицел виводиться на екран. Тобто не треба щуритись, а от все чітко видно і можна працювати по шахедам. Це простими словами для чого це.
Ukrainian Defense Minister Rustem Umerov told Fox News that if Russia wants to end the war, it must unconditionally accept the U.S. ceasefire proposal. He also denied claims of thousands of encircled Ukrainian troops in Kursk, stating that no Ukrainian Defense Forces units are surrounded.
Can I ask you about the Kursk territory? There's been some question about whether or not that may be part of any negotiation between Ukraine and Russia. What's your perspective on that?
Our defense forces, we continue to conduct the defensive operations, and we are keeping a significant number of kilometers of the enemy territory under control. There is, to preserve some availability of the forces and troops, we have conducted some planned redeployment to a more favorable defense lines. But at this stage, no unit of the defense forces is encircled, and statements about the thousands of Ukrainian servicemen that are encircled are not correct. We had some similar situation occurred last fall during the BRICS summit. There was some alleged propaganda of some Ukrainian servicemen encircled, but the information was not confirmed. So this is the continuation of propaganda. But we will continue. We will continue our active defense operations with some offensive actions against the flanks of the enemy task forces to prevent its invasion to our territory.
The hypocritical creature Maria Zakharova, no less responsible for the war than her patron Putin, feigns tears while pretending to care about the children of the Kursk region. After cold-bloodedly unleashing a massive bloodbath with cries of Kyiv in 3 days, these vile criminals now have the audacity to pose as victims.
In the Kursk region, 24 children were injured, 4 were killed. Moreover, according to the Ministry of Education of the Russian Federation, due to the barbaric shelling by militants of the Kiev regime on the territories of the Donetsk People's Republic, Luhansk People's Republic, Kherson, Zaporizhia, Belgorod, Bryansk, Kursk regions, At least 20,242 children were deprived of the opportunity to attend kindergartens in the year 2024.
Putin's aide Ushakov stated that Western and Kyiv calls for a ceasefire are seen as an attempt to give the Ukrainian armed forces a break and time to rearm. Russia conveyed its concerns on this matter to Trump.
We perceive this as an attempt to give the Ukrainian troops a respite who are currently going through, yes, difficult times. The Russian army is advancing on all fronts, and in this situation it can be seen as an attempt to provide time for rearming and regrouping of the Ukrainian military. Our positions and concerns are well known to everyone, and we have conveyed them to the Americans as well.
Over 3 years of war, Russia's army refined its tactics. Eric Prince of Blackwater noted in an interview, "In 2022, they took 1.5 hours to counter artillery. Now it's 2 minutes, thanks to superior intel and comms." Drones like Lancet and Shahed have further strengthened their capabilities.
The thing that the Russians are very good at is electronic warfare. A lot of American stuff, Javelin missile, HIMARS, Copperhead missiles, which is a guided artillery shell, it works for a week or two, and the Russians figure out how to jam the navigation or the command link, and the stuff goes blind. You just look at even what's happening in Ukraine. First of all, don't listen to the idiot politicians that say, yeah, we've degraded the Russian army. No, we have chewed up a lot of material. The Ukrainians have killed a lot of people unnecessarily. It's a really dumb war. The Russian army has gotten infinitely smarter. If you shot at a Russian with artillery in March or April of 2022, it would take them an hour and a half to shoot back accurately. Now, about 2 minutes, which means if you shoot at them, you better be in your vehicle and hauling ass, because they're going to get you otherwise.
Kurdistan Workers' Party militants have successfully shot down a Turkish Akinci reconnaissance and strike drone near the Iran-Iraq border. On the night of March 17th, the PKK militants used an unspecified anti-aircraft system to down the heavy Turkish drone. The wreckage of the drone fell near the village of Sofia in Suleymaniye province, which is located less than 20 kilometers from the Iranian border. In the footage, it can be seen that the drone was tracked using the thermal imaging channel of an optical station, suggesting that the interception was part of a pre-planned ambush. The PKK, which typically lacks advanced air defense systems, likely used an Iranian-made anti-aircraft missile, the 358.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.